Hello, everyone, and welcome to the February 2022 episode of the Newtown Business Association's smash hit video program, All Around Newtown. I'll be your host today, Matt Peters, and today on All Around Newtown, we have a very presidential episode for you. In fact, we're going to be hearing from current and past presidents of the Newtown Business Association. But before we get to that, we do have a couple of quick NBA member announcements. So this month's member announcements are for our February member breakfast meeting. That will take place on February 24th at 7:30 a.m. and that will be located at the Keller Williams Newtown office. The sponsors of that event will be Edward Jones Investments and also FZP Digital. The speaker at that event will be Hillary Sawyer from Potential Inc., and she'll be discussing self-care. That is an in-person event, but there also is a Zoom hybrid option. If you'd like to register either in person or for the Zoom hybrid option, do it on the NBA's website, newtownba.org. And then after that, the next Emerging Leaders Workshop will take place on Thursday, March 3rd from 5 to 6 p.m. That will be at the Keller Williams Newtown office. And for the March Emerging Leaders Workshop, we'll be hearing from Andy Rich from Sandler Training. And he'll be talking about networking and best practices for using LinkedIn for your business. So you definitely want to make sure you make it out to that one. The next business card exchange will take place on March 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. And that will be at the Bucks County Community College campus. And for March's business card exchange, it's actually going to be a special job fair event. So that will be put on by the Newtown Business Association with help from one of our newest members and partner sponsors, Employed. And if you'd like to find out more information about that March job fair that will be taking place on March 9th from 5 to 7 at the Bucks County Community College Links Pavilion on their Newtown campus, register and view those details online at newtownba.org. Then the next All Around Newtown video will take place on March 17th at 11 a.m. on Facebook. And as you can expect to see every month from All Around Newtown videos for the month of March, we'll be speaking with another NBA member about a topic of their choosing. So make sure you set that date in your calendar. If you'd like to become a future All Around Newtown speaker, and we do have a couple of openings later on in the year, send me an email, matt.peters@weedmanusa.com. Love to speak with you about that. We also ask that you check out the NBA Business School podcasts on our website, and they're also on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you'd like to be a part of a future NBA Business School podcast, just send an email out to info@newtownba.org if you're interested. And our last member announcement for today is to remind you to opt in for text reminders and updates from the NBA by texting the phrase NBA to 844-574-6291. That is NBA to 844-574-6291. You can also find the number on the website, newtownba.org. Okay, so with all of those announcements out of the way, let's get down to our President's Day episode. Okay, so I don't know if you knew about this, but 2022 is actually the 70th anniversary of the Newtown Business Association. I don't know if you knew that it's been around for that long. Well, now you know. And in honor of our 70th anniversary this year, we wanted to get together as many past presidents as we could, past presidents of the Newtown Business Association, and speak with them about their time on the board and serving as president to get an idea for some things that they were incredibly proud of, some of their accomplishments, or even some of the new changes that we take for granted every single day that were implemented in their time on the board or as president. So we'll actually be hearing from three presidents today. We'll be hearing from Dave Marcola, who is our current president from Keller Williams Newtown. We'll be hearing from Michael McPetrucci, who is a past president, and he's currently the magisterial district judge for Newtown. And then we'll also hear from Bev Dimler, who is currently with Sam's Club. And when I first joined back in 2016, she was the president then. And I always like to share this story whenever I discuss Bev, and we're actually going to go to her video first here. So I'll lead into that, and I'll go over my first NBA meeting ever. So it was an evening business card exchange. Like I mentioned a second ago, Bev was the president at that time. and I was brand new to the area, didn't know anyone in this area, definitely didn't know all of the people that were in that NBA business card exchange event. And Bev was so nice to not only notice that I was a new member and to, then bring me around. And she brought me around to almost every single person in the room and introduced me to them, which made it a lot easier for me to break the ice and to introduce myself to people who I had never met before. I was completely new to the area, completely new to owning my business at that time. And I really appreciate your help. That first meeting, Bev, I could definitely say that you left a lasting impression on me. And you also gave me a really great initial perception of what the Newtown Business Association can be. And you also gave me a great look at how helpful the people are within the Newtown Business Association, and how when you sign up as a member, whether you're a partner sponsor or just a regular member of the Newtown Business Association, they are invested in your success. And they're invested in being the best possible partner they can be to help you reach your goals. So we'll start with Beverly Dimler as our first video, and then we'll come back and then we'll go to our next videos.
Hi, my name is Beverly Dimler. We're sitting here at the Newtown Theater for our annual NBA membership breakfast. I have been in the NBA for 12 years. My first meeting for the NBA was actually right here in this very theater. I was on the board for 7 years, president for 3. During the course of my tenure with the NBA, I was membership chairman and saw the membership grow to 320 members, the highest we've ever had. I have chaired the Business Expo, which was consistently sold out. I was Welcome Day Committee person for 9 years and co-chair with Fred Pritzky for 6 years. I have chaired the business card exchanges. I have chaired the Easter egg hunt. The last one we had pre-COVID was we stuffed 10,000 eggs, and it was a great event for the community. So over the course of my tenure with the NBA, we've done so many community events that I've been so proud to be part of. I've worked the holiday parade, the car show. I've seen the growth in membership and enjoyed welcoming new businesses to our community, instilling the ribbon cutting program and community liaison program. My love for the NBA is because I care about the community and the town and the businesses that are in the NBA. The businesses are here to support each other, and it's always nice to see one business supporting other businesses. So I'm so pleased to see a lot of new faces this year and going on, and I'm really excited to see where the new regime is going to take the NBA in the years to come.
Great. Thank you, Bev. And it was wonderful to hear from you about your time as NBA president. Next, we will go to our other past president that we're hearing from today, Michael Mick Petrucci. So like I mentioned a second ago, before when we were doing our intros, he's currently our local magisterial district judge. And congratulations, Mick, on winning the election last year. You may also recognize Mick from his work with the Newtown Rotary Club, or even his countless other community involvements and ways that he gives back to his community. Or if you've been out to the NBA holiday parade, you may recognize his voice as the MC for the Newtown NBA holiday parade. So let's hear what Mick has to say about his time as NBA president and on the NBA board.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mick Petrucci, and I am a very proud past president of the Newtown Business Association. As a matter of fact, I've actually been the longest standing president of the Newtown Business Association for 7 years. So I would like to say, number one, happy anniversary, happy big 70 to the Newtown Business Association and all of the current members and any future member looking to join. I will tell you, it's an amazing organization. We have a terrific board of directors. The leadership is amazing. The members are absolutely amazing. And the fact that this is a nonprofit organization that has a tremendous amount of community events and charitable causes is why to this day I'm still involved to a certain degree. I'll tell you, some of the most memorable experiences I've had in my past, not only just as president, but as a different kind of board member, or even to this day, I sit on our parade committee, and it's a tremendous organization. But what I'm really proud about is when I was president for those 7 years, that was when we really started to morph our organization. As a matter of fact, the logo that we currently have today was designed by Lee Vogel and approved through the board when I was president. So we started really changing the way we thought about the Newtown Business Association, more so than not just your sleepy little local organization, but thinking more globally, if you will. We wanted to kind of raise the bar, and we did. We really beefed up our social media presence, and we did a tremendous job with archiving video, events, making videos for events. So again, I will tell you, the other thing I'm very proud about as president, when I took over as president, we were actually in a deficit. And when I left, we were very, very much out of that deficit, and we actually started investing for our future. So the Newtown Business Association is a very strong, well-oiled machine, and I can't wait to see what the next 70 years looks like, even though I won't be here for all of those. So take care, everybody, and have a great day. And remember, stay positive and continue your membership with the greatest local organization there is out there.
Thank you, Mick. Love the video and always appreciate hearing from you. And it was wonderful to hear about the logo for the NBA and how that was created during your tenure. And it's, like I said earlier, it's one of those things that you see all the time, whether you're visiting the NBA website or going to one of their events, and you just never think of who made this. How did they make it? Why did they choose those colors? And it was a really long process, I imagine, because you have to figure out what each design is going to look like. You have to submit proofs. You have to check with everyone to make sure it's of the opinion of everyone on the board. So wonderful job in getting that done, and for showing us the leadership that you've shown both as president and in your time after being president as well. And before we go to our last video, I'd like to go over a couple of other great phone calls that I had with past presidents who did not want to record a video, or who did not have time to record a video. So just one of the other things that I wanted to mention, and some of you may remember this, was one of the great NBA events from years gone by, Newtown's first night. Where I have spent a lot of time trying to get educated, as educated as I can be, on the history of the NBA and some of the past business events and also community events that they put on to help not only connect businesses with the community, but also to help connect businesses with other businesses in the community as well. So I had a wonderful time talking to Steve Kramer about that, and also spoke with our most recent past president, Bill Sheffer, recently. And, we had talked about some of the interesting challenges that were presented to him in 2020 during the pandemic, and definitely absolutely have to, thank him for his leadership throughout that. And also to thank him for, giving us the right guidance and leadership to allow us to pivot to doing virtual events as we had to do for all of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. And definitely want to thank you for your time on the NBA board, for your time as a volunteer, and also for your time as president, obviously, as well. Okay, so like I said, we tried to go back as far as we could with our list of presidents. So I wanted to give everyone some recognition here. We had Barb Haynes, who served from 92 through 95. We have Steve Kramer, who served from 96 to 97. Denise Ramirez, who served from 1998 through 1999. And then for a partial year in the year 2000, we had Lynn Henk. Then for 2000 through 2005, we had Linda Mitchell. 2006 through 2009, Paul Salvatore. 2010 through 2015, we just heard from him, Michael McPetrucci. Then 2015 through 2018, our first video of the day, Bev Dimler. Then 2019 through 2020, we had Bill Sheffer. And then our current president, and the next video up would be Dave Marcola, who has been NBA president since Bill stepped down at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and he is still our current president now. So thank you, Dave, for putting this video together. Thank you for volunteering your time as president of the Newtown Business Association, and for all the other things that you volunteer and help out with throughout the NBA. We thank you very much for all the leadership and the time and the example that you set for us all. So without any further ado, let's hear from Dave.
Hey there, Dave Marcola. I am the current Newtown Business Association president. This is my second year as president. And as I reflect back on certainly not 70 years, but on the time that I've been involved with the organization, I first joined when I was the manager of the two commerce banks in town, and it was the Newtown Business and Professional Association, the NBPA. Some of you may remember that, and I remember at the time Linda Mitchell was our president, and I remember a lot of great faces that I still see today, and that was, 20 years ago at this point. And, I'm thrilled in the time that I've had so far to be involved again and to take a leadership role here in the Newtown Business Association, that we've been able to develop a young professionals organization in what we call the Emerging Leaders. So if you're not familiar with it, definitely check it out. This is a great opportunity for you or potentially some young professionals in your organization to take advantage of special programs each month where we help young professionals and emerging leaders to really develop some new skills and network. Another asset that I think that is important that we're bringing to the Newtown Business Association this year is our new Retailers Committee. So led by Margaret Kumar, the Coffee Room, she's done a great job, and some others that are on a committee to help really bring together the retailers of Newtown and focus on one Newtown. There's a lot of great shopping and a lot of great retail experiences and restaurants that we can be touting to visitors, to residents locally and far, to come take advantage and shop local. And then finally, another one that I'd mention is our recent website overhaul. It's been quite a few years since we've done so, and this refresh has been much needed, and I think makes for a much more enjoyable experience when you visit our website. So if you haven't checked it out lately, go ahead and visit newtownba.org for newtownbusinessassociation.org. We look forward to your feedback, and I personally look forward to interacting with you in the near future. Reach out anytime if there's anything that I can personally do for you. Dave Marcola with Keller Williams Real Estate and your current Newtown Business Association president.
Okay, thank you again, Dave. And I think that is just about the end of the time here for our President's Day episode. We've heard from a few presidents. We've given some recognition to all the previous presidents, probably I would say going back to the early 90s. And if you'd like to learn more about the Newtown Business Association, visit newtownba.org, or even better yet, stop out to one of our business card exchanges, stop out to one of our breakfast meetings, or even our emerging leaders workshops. We have both digital events like our hybrid breakfast meetings, and we have in-person events like our emerging leaders workshops and our evening business card exchanges. Plus, we have purely digital things like All Around Newtown, as you're watching now, and then also the NBA Business School podcast. And we're always looking for people to help and to volunteer and to join in on specific efforts. So if you ever have any inclination to support such a great organization as the Newtown Business Association and do whatever you can do to help it get to another 70 years, then send an email to info@newtownba.org and let them know what you're interested in helping out with, or just let them know, I'm interested in helping. What can I do to help? Because we're all volunteers in this. Anyone who serves on the board is serving as a volunteer. Anyone who chairs a committee is chairing it as a volunteer as well. They're donating their time and their expertise to all of the other hundreds of businesses that are in the Newtown Business Association. So everyone benefits from these selfless volunteer acts, and everyone benefits from the time spent on making these events, on executing on these plans, and on just providing a place for local business people to meet and to network and to grow their sphere of influence and their networks in a low pressure, non-competitive way. And it's something really unique, and it's one of the many reasons why Newtown is such a great place to live and work. And we will see you next month in the month of March for our March episode of All Around Newtown. In the meantime, my name's Matt Peters, and I'm signing off for now. Thank you for stopping by on All Around Newtown.